have to give me information. I'd be more than happy to read it, and then we could go through it politely, like you mentioned.
We are going through it politely, but you're not complying with a lawful order.
No, I think I just asked for you to provide me information on that order, and you haven't provided me information, and you're taking that as me not following the order. All I'm asking is for you to maybe pull up the website or show me the legislation that says that I have to provide my information in this case.
Okay. $24.24. $24.24. Can you get a CPD unit to roll by my location? Jackson, I think I'm on 16th or 17th. $24.24. They can come code 1. This is not a emergency situation. All you guys that are recording, I'm also recording, just so you know. Okay.
Do you know how long it'll take for a unit to come by?
I don't know. I just asked for what you heard.
No, I know, but did they give an ETA, or do you have an estimate?
They haven't given me an ETA, nope.
You don't have an idea of how quick it takes for your team to respond to things like this?
Nope. I already told you could be rolling down the road by now if you were cooperative.
I am cooperative. I think I'm just asking for information.
You're not cooperative, but
I don't think it's uncooperative to ask for information.
Well. So the violation that I stopped you for is 811-307, failure to drive within the lane. So that's the first part.
Well, I think that the reason that we're disagreeing is because you have me failing to be in a lane, but I don't see any lines on this road to begin with. Okay. Second of all, I don't think that I was in this quadrant of the road that you're claiming that I was. So I think that's why we have a disagreement on what the rule is, and why I have to provide you information.
All right.
But I would love to read more if you...
I'm working on it.
Okay.
No, here he is. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. So I'm out with this citizen on a bicycle stop, but I don't know the citizen's name to tell you because the citizen won't tell me their name.
Okay.
I stopped them for a simple violation, riding the wrong way on the roadway. As you can see, we've attracted a small crowd, so
Yes.
it's not really contentious, but the person's refusing to identify themselves.
Okay.
I don't know if they even have ID because every question that I ask, we go in a circular argument wherein they state I don't answer questions. So
Okay.
it's a minor stop to start with, but it's just where we're at. And I'm recording, so you know, as is half of the.
Okay. So she's refusing to identify herself with in relation to a
regards
traffic stop?
yes, but not driving a vehicle, so.
I think that there's some alternative facts that you do need to be aware of. He mentioned that I was staying on this side of the road and made the assumption that this middle line of the creasing was the marker of the road. I also mentioned that there weren't any lines on the road, so I think that this is kind of an arbitrary marker. The second thing that I think is important to note is that when I did come on down this road, I will admit, crossing the street, you have to pass this part of the road. But for him to say that I was on this side of the road versus that one, I don't think that that's quite fair. And I think that he's coming up with these facts to assist his story in the way that his perspective is aligning.
Okay. I appreciate that. You do understand this isn't a courtroom, though, correct?
No, I do.
Okay.
But I do think it's important for me to articulate my position in the situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be more willing to talk to me than him since I'm here now?
I think that I've been as verbal as I am in this moment.
So earlier she did request another officer, and she did say she would talk to them. I knew that was a ruse. I didn't summon you so that would happen because I knew she wouldn't do that. I summoned you kind of to be a witness to this whole
Well, I think
circus.
the reason I asked for a different officer was because I asked for him to.
Ma'am, would you mind talking over here so we don't?
Of course.
We can stay out of traffic.
So I was actually asking for him to provide information stating that I had to give my information over on this stop. I also think that the quantifiers for this, what a traffic stop is, I'd like to be able to see that legislation or what kind of ruling it is that says, oh, I'm on this side of the road versus that side of the road, if there's differences between lines on the road, or if this center line that he seems is important in this case. And I also would like to know, do I have to provide my information? And I would like to see that in writing as well.
Okay, so you do, when he affects a lawful stop, you do have to provide identification of identify yourself. So he can hold you here till a time in which he does identify you, okay? Depending on how things go and the facts of the articulable case in this matter, it can lead into an arrest, and it may not. It could be a violation or it could be a verbal warning. I don't know. I'm not the stopping officer.
Right, and I suggested, and have already had this conversation a little bit, I said that most likely I'm stopping her with the intent to educate about why it would be dangerous to ride down the opposite side of the roadway, and that if she failed to comply, I could arrest her for obstructing police officer, obstructing governmental justice.
Is it important for you to know my information in order to educate me on the law?
What effect in a stop does?
Yes, it is. It's required. It's required of you, and it's required of me by my boss.
Do you have something that I can confirm that it's required, other than just
So,
saying so?
Yes, I do, but you see, the problem is I have my cell phone, I don't have my law book, and I don't have the department's policies, rules, and procedures. We don't carry that with us. It's computerized, and if you received a citation or were arrested, your defense attorney or you yourself, if you're representing yourself, through discovery could request all of that information to support your case and disprove what I, the prosecuting officer, would be alleging. However, it is customary in our society that when a police officer who's clearly identified as such tells you to pull over for a violation, you go along with the program. That is the requirement. You are lawfully required to provide identification, and then the officer gets to decide whether you get a warning, a ticket, or you get arrested if you've committed a crime.
So it seems to me that there's a few issues here. So it seems to me you want to hold me to a law that you can't prove or show me.
You don't know that I can't prove that.
Okay, so all I'm asking is for your law book. You said you don't have it with you, so how can I even know that what you're telling me is the truth?
I showed
and
you
please let me finish
the
what I have
law
to say, sir.
on. Okay,
Please let me finish what I have to say.
go ahead.
You have to understand, people who look like me are often
What do you
threatened.
look like? You keep saying that. I don't understand what you look like. How do you look any different from me?
Okay, well, I'm an African American mixed woman.
Okay.
I am a petite figure. So I will say that men who are in a police uniform often abuse their power and the rules that they have. All I am asking is for you to show me the rule
Okay.
of this violation that I have.
Di-
All I have right now for verbal confirmation
Okay.
is for your friend or your colleague and you telling me what the rules are.
Well,
All I'm asking for is...
We don't even know each other. I've never met this man
Well,
before.
I'm sorry. From a civilian standpoint, you two are colleagues.
Okay.
So, and he's the one that rolled up to help with the situation.
Because you
So
asked me
this
to
is
call
reason
someone, and I
why.
called someone.
But in any case, I am just asking for some information before I provide my own. I want to see legislation or some rule book saying that I have to give my information.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm not being compliant, and it's not that I'm, not respecting authority, which, I don't. But
Yes,
I think
You're not
that
being
it's
compliant.
important
You're
for
being
you to...
passive resistance.
I don't think this is passive resistance.
That's
All I'm
exactly
asking
what
is
it
for you
is.
to provide me information, and
It
you're
is.
failing to do so. So I don't feel like I have to provide my information.
He does not have to show that either. So if he is, he's doing it out of courtesy, just to be kind.
I don't think that your job should have any courtesy. I think kindness should be the principle of your job. I don't think courtesy should be an option.
Well, I have been courteous.
As you should be.
Okay, so we don't need to argue about that because I have been courteous. I'm now looking at the vehicle code. I'll give you the applicable law.
Does it apply to vehicles or does it apply to bicycles?
So Oregon defines bicycles as a vehicle.
Okay.
Most states do.
So do I need a license to be riding this bike?
You do not, but they still in law define it as a vehicle when it's ridden on the roadway, which it was.
Okay.
And that means you have to apply by the vehicle laws, which you were not. And that's why I stopped you. I don't arbitrarily stop
I
people.
think that the reason that you're saying that the rule is what I was violating, but you and I have a difference of even violating the rule. I'm arguing
Right,
you didn't
and that's why
violate
we
the
have
rule, and
court.
you're saying that I am.
Like the other officer suggested, that's why we have court. So if at the end of this I gave you a citation and you felt that was wrongfully issued, I don't get the final say.
You don't need my information to
Yeah.
give me a warning.
I-
You could just say, hey,
Well,
citizen.
I don't
these
really
are the
want to give
rules
you a
of the
warning any
roadway.
longer.
I feel like you're
I no
trying
longer
have a
wish to
power
give
move
you a
by
warning.
reading my information, and
I
all I'm
wish to
saying
give
is
you a
I'm not willing to
citation
provide
now.
it.
Are you hearing what I'm saying?
You're
I
talking
now
over
wish.
me so that I can't hear what you're saying.
All
I'm
right.
verbalizing and you're trying to talk under me. I wasn't finished with my sentence.
Okay.
You're trying to underscore what I was saying. So no, I didn't hear what you're saying. Please repeat yourself.
I no longer wish to give you a warning. So now I need your identification to give you a citation, because that's what I intend to do.
I don't feel comfortable giving you my information.
I understand that. There will be consequences if you make that choice.
And do you have ruling or anything that will show me those consequences other than your verbal affirmations?
Yeah.
Well, can I please see those?
Do you have a... It's harder for me to do on my phone. Do you have the little...
Pocketbook?
Yeah.
I've got traffic and criminal. Which one would you like?
Both, actually.
Okay. It's traffic,
Perfect.
criminal.
Thank you. I guess I need to throw these in my bike bag next time I go on bike patrol.
Well, it'd be good to have all your materials for doing your job.
That's true.
I'm gonna grab my water bottle. Don't be worried.
Good for. Were you with her, or you just passerbys, or are you holding her up at all? And you're free to leave. You don't have to take them.
So the first law that I'll draw your attention to, this is a violation law, but it's 811-295, failure to drive on right.
I'm familiar. I understand that this is a law.
Okay.
That's not what I'm contesting. I'm just asking.
You want to know how I have the authority to ask you for your information?
How you have the authority to ask for my information, and how you can dignify me being on this side of the road versus that side of the road.
Why do you say dignify? Because that's
Or,
not...
not dignify. I mean more. What is the difference? Like, how can you tell that I was on this side of the road versus that side of the road?
My visual observations. My visual observations. And the court has upheld that officers' visual observations...
This is what I'm stating, though. You're making your observations based on this median in this road.
Yes.
But this isn't a line in the road.
It is a line in the road. It's a physical line.
It's a line in the road, but I don't recognize this as the median. So
Okay,
you're trying to say that this is the
ma'am,
right
I
side of the road
can't
one
fix
way or
all of
another.
your belief systems. I mean...
My belief systems? I'm just articulating the situation to you.
No, you're articulating your interpretation, which is nonsensical. That's clearly the middle of the road as...
The middle of the road, this whole slab and this slab are about equal length. There's a whole extra section here. The middle of the road is right here.
No, it's not, ma'am. Please.
I can see down the whole road right in the middle.
All right. Please go stand back
So
on the
I
curb.
think that this is what I'm trying to articulate. You have
I
a difference
follow
of me being on the side of the road.
Okay.
There aren't lines here.
I understand what you're saying.
I believe, in my own experience as a citizen
I
and
understand
as
what
a
you're
valid
saying.
person in this situation, I was on, as you mentioned, the right side of the road.
Okay.
The right side of this line
Okay.
that you're marking as the
I
middle.
understand what you're
So
saying.
that's what I'm trying to articulate to you.
Okay.
For interfering.
That's what I was thinking.
Should be highlighted.
It's interfering, right? Ultimately.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's wrong
So
for me to ask
let
you
me
for
tell you the statute
information.
that's going to lead to your arrest if you don't comply. Okay?
You're going to arrest me for
I am.
asking for information?
I'm going to arrest you for failing to comply if you don't. So
How am I failing to comply if I'm just asking for information,
hold on. No,
sir?
you've asked me to tell you how I can do this, so I'm going to do that. Do you want to hear or not?
I would love to hear, yes. That's the whole point of me standing here.
Okay, great. So let's do that. It's called interfering, and I'm going to give you the definition of it.
There's going to be three different laws. It's going to be failure to provide info in connection with the stop, failure to provide info in connection with an arrest warrant, and interfering. Okay.
But you're not understanding the principle of the situation. The principle of the
because he told you he was going to give you a citation.
No, initially he mentioned that he was going to give a warning, and when I asked for information...
But because you wouldn't
when
comply...
can I please finish my sentence?
Yeah, go ahead.
When I asked for information stating, why do you need my information in order to give me a warning, you mentioned that that was the rule and that was the law, and I asked you to provide me that rule and that law, and you're still looking to do so. So all I am doing is asking, why do I have to give you my information right in this moment?
I'm trying to tell you
You're only
that.
trying to give me a warning in the first place.
I'm not trying to give you a warning any longer. I've clarified that. Your
You've
lack of
clarified this later in the
cooperation,
situation.
your lack of cooperation has made it clear to me that a warning
am I
will
not
not suffice
cooperating?
to change your behavior.
Can you define what not cooperation is?
He said it best, passive resistance, which is what you're giving.
So can you define passive resistance for me a little bit better?
What you're doing is the dictionary definition.
So passive resistance is me articulating my...
No, it's arguing with me when I've given you a lawful order and you've refused to comply with it.
I don't believe that I'm trying to refuse you, sir. I'm just asking for
If
you
you
to
weren't
give me better
refusing me, I would
information.
already have your ID. You'd already be down the road.
I think that refusal and submission are different.
A person commits the crime of interfering with a peace officer or parole or probation officer if the person, knowing that another person is a peace officer or parole officer, as defined in ORS, intentionally acts in a manner that prevents or attempts to prevent a peace officer or parole officer from performing the lawful duties of the office with regards to another person.
You are the one that are preventing yourself. You don't even have these books in your bag. I am not the one preventing you. You are the preventing
Refuses
yourself.
to
I am
obey.
asking you for information. You are preventing yourself from having success in the situation by not being able to
Basically
provide
at that
me.
point, unless... So, here's where it's at right now. You have an opportunity at this moment to give me your identification, and you can have a citation and you can leave. If you fail to do that, I'm going to arrest you at this point. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You are going to arrest me
Yes.
for not giving you information.
Correct.
When I was asking why
Yes.
you needed my information.
Yes. So I would like to get you to cooperate and give me your identification willingly. If you refuse to do that, you are under arrest.
And
Do you
what-
understand?
I would like to have some more clarification on
There's
this.
not going to be more clarification. I need a yes or a no from you. I need you to either give me your identification now or you're going to be placed under arrest. Which do you want to do?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, you're under arrest.
I don't answer questions.
Stop!
Stop! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Okay, you are under arrest.
831, send us more. Stop.
Hey,
Stop.
she's
Get
not,
back now!
She's not complying.
Can you
Okay,
please get off of
roll
me?
onto your stomach.
Hey, I will comply. I need both of you to get off of me.
That's not going to happen. Roll on
I
your
need
stomach.
both of you to get off of me.
Roll.
I need you to get off of me.
Roll on your stomach.
Stop.
I need you. I'm not moving.
Roll
I'm
on
not
your stomach.
moving. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not
Place
moving.
your hand behind your back.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving. They say I'm resisting. I'm not moving.
Just stay still. You're fine. Stay still. All right. You're under arrest for interfering with a peace officer. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney, to have him or her present with you during questioning.
You want hobbles?
No. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questions are asked. If you do choose to make a statement, you can stop talking at any time. Do you understand your rights?
Appreciate it.
I don't answer questions.
Okay, that's fine.
Got a female officer coming.
Okay, good. I think we'll just wait for that then. Keep her here.
I just have a question.
Okay, not right now, okay?
That's a negative.
We'll get someone to answer your questions in a minute, all right? 2424. Wow, this radio. 2424. One in custody for interfering with a peace officer.
May I sit up?
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it. Here, we're gonna help you so you don't.
I don't need your help. I can sit up
Stop.
myself.
Stop.
I asked to sit up by
Stop,
myself.
or you're not sitting up.
Please let me sit up by myself. I would rather lay down. I would rather lay down.
Hey,
I would
you're
rather lay
Put her
down.
prone.
I would rather lay down.
Stop.
Please let me sit up by myself.
No.
Please let me sit up by myself. I will sit on the
No.
curb. Please let me sit up by myself. I will sit
No.
on the curb.
No, you will not. You'll stay just like this. Understand?
I don't answer questions. Please let me sit on the side of the curb.
We are being gentle. She's not.
Please let me sit up on the curb.
Please.
Sir, can you
Watch your
please
hands.
stop
I'm
touching
gonna
me?
go grab this.
Please stop touching me. You're making me uncomfortable. Please stop touching me.
You don't get to tell.
Please stop touching me. Am I resisting you, sir?
No.
Please stop touching me.
Okay, stay where you are then.
May I sit up?
No, you may not.
Can we talk to her?
No, you may not.
Yes, you can.
No, you may not.
I am a human. I'm allowed to speak.
You're under arrest right now.
I'm allowed to speak.
You stay back, all right?
I'm not doing anything.
Stay back or you're going to get arrested
I
also.
need assistance. I need help. Can you call my mother?
Someone else is going to call this number.
It's unbelievable.
This is unbelievable.
I agree. Stay back.
I'm making a phone call.
Stay back. You can make a phone call from over there. Get over there now. You don't have a right to insert yourself into this.
Keep them back. They keep crowding in.
More of a concern on this side.
Please send her a video or something.
I'm going to call her. I'll send her a video.
Nope.
Oh, man.
No, I just don't want you getting in their faces.
Oh wait, it's
You stay with her.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Okay.
I haven't even identified this person yet.
40. May I sit up?
No. I want you to stay like that.
I'm really glad that I get to do everything that you want, rather than the things that are part of the law.
You're now under arrest, so your rights are a little bit limited at this moment as far as your freedom.
My freedom was in violation until you decided so.
I don't know what that means.
Clearly.
Sorry, I'm anxious. I'm pacing. Sorry. Maybe
Yeah,
one officer could
we do need.
What's up?
No, we do need you, yes.
May I sit up?
No, you may not. man. Hi. I haven't identified her. That's the whole reason we're in handcuffs, is refusing to provide identification on a stop bicycle. And she's very litigiously oriented.
Watch her cuffs too. I put them on very loose because I didn't want to hurt her wrists.
Okay.
May I sit up?
Last time she sat up, she was trying to do her own thing.
May I please sit up?
So,
I wasn't trying to do anything. All I asked was that I wanted to sit up. And then when I and they were throwing me up, I asked to lay down, and then they laid me down. So I'd just like to sit up on my own.
okay. So, ma'am, I'm Officer Larkin of Corvallis Police. Just so you know, I'm recording the contact.
She needs to be searched and transferred.
So I understand that at this point,
May I
what
sit
I'm
up to see you? This is really
sure we can sit you up if you're going to be
I don't
cooperative.
need
Okay.
help. I can do it myself.
Okay. Hi. So my understanding of what needs to happen now is that we need to search you and then we're going to transport you.
I don't feel comfortable with you searching me.
Well, at this point, it's not optional. Okay. So you're going to be searched. I'm a female officer. That's why I'm being.
I don't think that makes it any better.
Okay. I'm going to search you anyway. Okay. I'm just letting you know. Okay.
Would you like me to stand up?
I would
Please
like
don't
you to
touch me.
stand up.
Oh, please don't touch me.
I'm going
Sir.
to touch you. You're on.
I can stand up on my own. I don't need assistance.
So my patrol car's over here. We're gonna walk over down to my patrol car, okay?
Will you please unhand me while you're carrying? Well, I can
No.
walk kindly. Please just don't handle me.
You're in custody, so you're not gonna walk on your own, okay? I would like this to go cooperatively. I don't want anything to happen, okay?
This is
So we're gonna walk down
This
here
is
to my
not going
patrol car.
cooperative from the beginning, ma'am. This has
Okay.
not been cooperative from the
Okay,
beginning.
so I wasn't here for the beginning.
Has been difficult from the
I'm
beginning.
here now.
I've been cooperative the
And
whole
the
time.
contact that I'm having with you, I would like for us to work together, okay?
I understand you.
Okay.
I would like to walk down here.
Okay.
Is there anyone I can ask questions about this?
Sure.
So I just checked the accident information on ACLU, and it says it is not illegal or unlawful to self-identify yourself, but police can detain you and later establish that. He said arrest.
Okay, man? Yeah, I'm just disappointed the way it goes these days.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah. I tried in every way I could to not let it go here.
I disagree with that, sir.
I know you do, but that's been your attitude all along. You disagree with everything I say. Where does that leave me in the performance of my duties?
Do you want me to leave the key on the hook here? Yes. Okay. Absolutely.
Are you okay physically?
Physically, I'm fine. None of us got hurt. It wasn't that. It's just,
Just so you can see this. Okay. Are you injured?
Not in my
Is there something that hurts? You want meds? So I'm going to take your necklace off. Would you like me to put it in your bag or in a zipper?
You don't want one today?
yeah. I am. I'm working a cover shift on my day off, and I'm sick. And then I make one traffic stop, and
Any specific spot
I
you
hit
would
the
like?
jackpot.
you just put it in the lunch box. You can put it in the
Passive resistance jackpot.
Man, you have two different
I'll make
definitions of
sure
jackpot.
Anything in your body I need to know about? Okay. So, anything in your waistband?
I'll just give it back on.
What's going on here? What's that?
2424. I'm code 4. I have ample cover from CPD. Subjects in custody. Female officers are searching the subject.
There's nothing.
2424. You could notify an on-duty supervisor that there are multiple bystanders videotaping, and the subject has been passively non-cooperative, and this is going to be a bigger deal. Okay. Well,
Is she driving a car?
she was riding a bicycle.
My bike is next to the officer's bike.
We'll make sure that it gets down to our station unless there's someone here that you would like to.
She's not injured. Was your force used?
Just she tried to pull away from us when we put her in custody. There was minimal force, just overpowering her. When she went to the ground, she went down on her back, and she was laying on her back on the ground. We told her to roll over, and she was not cooperating with that, so we pulled her around to her stomach, then handcuffed her. Then everything was fine. She asked to sit up. We said okay. Started to sit her up, and then she was trying to say, "Don't touch me," and break free, and pinned her back down to the ground. And we've had an audience throughout the interaction,
Are these
and
people with her?
they just materialized. I didn't notice them when it appeared to me when I was riding down the street following her that she was by herself. But I think they came from Inner Zone,
Oh yeah.
and that's my belief.
If you didn't speculate about the situation.
I'm not talking to you, ma'am. I'm
You want phone
speaking
records
to
for evidence of the crime?
the officer.
I don't need them for anything. For what I'm thinking, it doesn't sound like this is a force investigation.
It's just empty hand custody techniques.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give you mine real quick.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm sorry to pull you into this.
That's alright. I'll write you a sub. I'm a week behind, so I'll get it to you as fast as I can.
I understand. I still don't know who she is. I'm going to get my gloves on and dig in there.
Yep.
I don't know if... There was a period of time where I thought maybe she was trying to, conceal her ID because she's somebody who's wanted, but now I'm just thinking she just doesn't believe in
Yeah.
any kind of rules, apparently. And
That's what I thought at first too. Is she trying to conceal for a warrant?
yeah,
or
that's what I was wondering.
That's the most common. But
Yeah.
she's absolutely 100% doing it in connection with a traffic citation, and then
Yes.
so. Yeah, I was trying to explain it to her also.
I know. She was a little more reasonable with you, but she wasn't gonna. She was gonna do the same dance. Clearly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. May I
You want me to?
jump in there and find her identification?
Sure.
Or she'll have to be ID.
You want me to transport her?
Yes. Okay, this is what I was after the whole time. It's a weird choice to make, in my opinion. 24, 24, 12, 10, and 20 ODL. 432 451 6, last of Hanson. It's weird. Copy. They're not gonna hold her right at the jail.
Doubt it.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Can I get her?
Yeah, of course. So she's 1221 valid. Just wants to be difficult, apparently. I don't know. Seems like an odd choice to me.
Making a political statement.
Yeah, I suppose.
Do you need her bike or anything?
No? In fact, if they're not going to keep her in, they're not going to hold her in jail. I mean, I might as well just cite and release her here. Isn't that cleaner? I mean,
I'd look to release
would
her.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just get her photo on file.
Fair enough.
And then the area anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because yeah. And what's her last? Hanson.
Hanson.
Hanson's name. Genesis.
Can we take her bike down there with her so she can be released with the property, or?
Yeah.
Okay, that'd probably be the choice. As I'm on a bike, I don't have a car to.
Okay.
4898.
Sorry.
Okay. Can we fit the bike in there, or do I need to take it? It's like a smaller thing. Do you have a box?
I probably can't fit it.
You got a box?
Box.
Like in the back?
No, there's no box in the back. So I mean, there's some tubs that are a little taller than.
I'll just take it.
Okay. I know she had asked one of her friends to. Wait, oh, is that it?
I guess if she released it to her friends, that's fine by me. I don't really care if that's good with her.
We want to ask her first.
Yeah.
To make sure.
Yeah, sure. Genesis, do you want your friend to have your bike, or do you want them to take it down to the police station with
I
you?
do not want it at the police station. I want my friend to have my bike.
Very good. That's what will happen. So I only grabbed the ID. I did not look through the rest of that.
Okay.
For what it's worth.
Okay.
That was only my interest is to identify her. Only.
Okay.
Okay. I'll write down there right now
Okay.
and
Okay.
write the citations down there, and
Okay.
they can do what they do with her.
Okay.
Thank you for your assistance.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And I appreciate you
It all
sharing.
started with just like two people in a bike.
Your bike's still there.
I know. I'm going to ride down to the jail to do what we talked about. And I'm still recording. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off now because the rest is just going to be me riding down the hill.